So I gave myself 30 days to see if an average Joe could return to the top, but I got a reality check faster than I expected. I started at Platinum 1. Plat players fall under two categories. Players either have no game sense but above average aim, or no aim but above average game sense. And the key to getting past this rank is figuring out which one you are and improving the part where you lack. At first I thought I had god aim, but I learned fast that was not it. So in order to get out of plat fast, I based the way I play on game sense rather than aim, until the aim training I did improved my aim enough so I could win fights. I also recommend you to communicate with your team. Even if they don't respond, just give them the info that you can provide. Then came Diamond 1. This rank was a nightmare compared to Platinum. I'd win 2 games and lose 3. I'd match MVP and lose, I'd bottom frag and win. It made absolutely no sense to me. It felt like I was running in place. Firstly, and I can't stress this enough, you can't get out of Diamond with no warm-up or training routine for your aim. It's impressive if you made it far enough without one. Secondly, most people in low Diamond tend to overcomplicate the game. If a strategy or a push works, don't change it immediately. It will take more than 2 rounds for the enemy to adapt to it. Just run it the exact same way until it does not work anymore, necessarily going for a high IQ strat. Sometimes just changing what works is overcomplicating the game. First, I'm gonna give this example, which at first we go for a high IQ strat, we go for a harder strat to usually execute. We lurk, since we cannot go on the side, we don't have a dive duelist. So Viper walls A for me and Fade, so we can manage to walk up ramp and overwhelm KO with utility, while she and Sage go walk up mid and break the wall after they hear Sage rotating to A. In the meantime, Clove camps Cypher, which we noticed that he usually flanked. So you can see here, Clove got the kill on Cypher, while me and Fade managed to overwhelm KO, because there's nothing he can do to us. If we break the knife, dies there, or at least we push him back. And after Sage and Viper notice that enemy Sage rotated, they can walk up mid, Sage can wall vent, while Viper lurks towards CT or Bing, and she basically can hold this by herself. Clove can go E and get the plant down with no one there, and me and Fade can just walk back and help the team. And Brim is just basically AFK, there's nothing for him to do. He can walk up vents and try to break the wall, but Fade and me would hold that. And if the Sage and Raze try to walk up through the orb, they just die because of Sage and Viper are there already. And Clove can do whatever. She can hold flank in case Brim doesn't go vents and tries to go through our spawn maybe or through mid. Or she can reinforce me and Fade or Sage, Viper, depending on where we see the enemies. And this might sound complicated, but it's a really realistic strat that happens, and it happened to me during a game. The example I'm gonna give here of overcomplicating is our Sage wanted all of us to go onto one site and do one big push, which for our comp against theirs on split it's impossible. Because if we try to push here as a team with the Cypher trip and with maybe we get the wall down, Raze is just gonna throw one nade, our whole push is dead, and they all have time to rotate into us, or maybe get the flank, hold positions in the flank. KO can go here, maybe hold the position, or Sage can do that, while Brim can go here and hold this. So this is a dead strat, it doesn't work for our comp. So that's what I want you guys to understand. Overcomplicating doesn't really mean using a complicated strat. It means using a strat that doesn't work for your team, or changing something that already works for you guys. And this, for example, is a really good way to show over-rotating. Those guys are over-rotating instantly, and we abused it by lurking. As you can see here, they instantly rotated. Yes, Cypher is the only one who tried to get some position, but still, all of them were on A. We managed to walk up, get a kill, then we just lurked. The Clove, Sage, Viper got free space. They didn't even have to fight for this space here. It was free. because the enemy team rotated instantly. Even the Sage wall on mid doesn't stop them from doing that, because the instant they hear Sage going to vents, which, trust me, almost no Sage player is gonna shift all the way towards vents. So basically Sage and Viper here get free space with no fighting and control over B. In High Diamond, the issues are similar. The teams are more coordinated though and can pull off more complex strategies, so you need to anticipate. The issue I spotted the most was over-rotating when attackers show on site even if they don't commit to it, leading to the other side being empty, which I showed in the Valorant strategy maker. This happens since people are used to the Platinum strat of only rushing, which is not used as much in higher ranks. And the way you can prevent this is very easy. Just communicate with your team, ask them these questions. Are they committing? Just permanently spam these questions if you're not sure. If they say no, and they do commit in the end, you can blame it on them. But if they say no and they do not commit and you stay on your side, you may get some very cheeky picks and win the round that way. So it's very important that you ask them, are they committing before you over-rotate. Now I'm sitting in Ascendant 2 and I'm hitting a wall I didn't expect. The players here are different. Aim is to be expected. If you can't aim, don't even bother. It's not like in the lower ranks that the bottom frag has bad aim, everyone is very good, anyone can top frag. The biggest difference maker is movement and game sense if you prefer predictable angles, so you don't rely on just reaction time. And the way you clear them, for example, you will see many people crouch pick angles in order to confuse the enemies, as well as fast pick instead of slow clearing angles when they are sure someone is there. Also, I had to do something most gamers hate. I took a break. A complete blackout, no aim labs, no VODs, no clicking heads. I realized that the hard truth of hitting Immortal is that it's exhausting. If you play while you're tilted, you're not grinding, you're just wasting your time. You should think of every loss not as just minus 20 RR, but minus 40, because not only you lose RR, but you miss out on the opportunity to gain it. Even though I did not manage to get past Ascendant yet, from what I learned, I don't believe you can get past with quantity of games. You need consistency and quality. The conclusion for now is that I'm about 20 days into my 40-day goal. I'm not Immortal yet, and honestly, by the looks of it, I might not make it by day 30, but that's the most important lessons of all. We see these unrated Radiant videos and think it's supposed to be easy. It's not. I'm trying one right now. It's way harder than it looks. It's messy, it's frustrating, and sometimes you aren't the best player in the lobby. But I'm still here, I'm still on average Joe, holding a 55% win rate against some of the best players in the world. If I can get this far after a 5-year break, you can break out of your rank too. You just have to be willing to let your ego die and play the game for what it is, a test of who can stay calm the longest and who has the best game sense. I'll see you at the finish line, hopefully with an Immortal badge, but if not, I'm still proud of the climb.